oh man, what's going on? You see that in the background there? Let's see if we can get a full shot here real quick. Bam! Waiting until this closes, and I'm going to be pulling some of this stuff. Not exactly sure what I'll pull, but I'll pull whatever. There's some other trailers here. There's a fun house right here I'm sitting behind, which I didn't realize that when I pulled in it was going to be so loud right here. And I've never seen a palm tree grow crooked like this. There we go. This is finally running. Had the old Snapchat out a little bit ago, but it wasn't going. Yeah, stomping. There's another one right there. Both of them are super loud. Big wheel. Little gator. Do a quick walk around of this place, the rides and stuff. Then I'm going to climb back in the truck and pass out for a couple hours because it doesn't close until 10. It's probably about 7:30 right now-ish. There's a ton of crap here. And he's got more than this. It's insane. I don't know. I can't tell what that is. I was just kind of walking around looking at the stuff, sizing it up. I pulled that from Carolina Beach down to Callahan, Florida. That was the first thing I ever pulled from a scooter there. We'll go over to the other side when we get to it, but that thing's crazy too. That's kind of cool over there, the lights. I don't know about that music though. I don't think so. We gotta get out of here. This hasn't ran all night. I haven't seen this moving yet. I don't know if it's running or not, but I pulled this before a couple of these roundups. One was called a Joker, one was just a roundup, and a bunch of these that are bumper poles. We don't need to go over there. This is cool. Big old slide. I was supposed to pull a slide one time for a guy, but I never did because it wasn't ready. So I pulled a couple other things. I pulled a fun house and something else for somebody. That's probably not that heavy, I wouldn't think. That's probably about 20,000 pounds. The way that folds up. I don't know about this thing over here. Man, some of the stuff smells good, but there ain't no way I'm eating it. Sizzler. And there's that little thing. That's probably a bumper pole right there. Food court down around the corner. Merry-go-round. Who knows about that? That's probably a bumper pole because that's small. This is the first time I actually walked around the truck. I got out earlier just 2 minutes ago to take a leak and did some Snapchat, and then I figured I'd get the GoPro out and walk around real quick. They told me this doesn't even weigh 40,000 pounds, maybe weighs 40K, so yeah, that'll be cool. And then the rest of the stuff up here is semi trucks too, fifth wheel stuff. You would think. Ski ball. Actually makes me feel like a kid walking through here and seeing all this stuff. It takes me back to the day. Let's see. Where's that kingpin at on this? Right in the front. So probably something you'd have to slide your fifth wheel for. There's only one air nozzle on this. That's weird. Huh, never seen anything like that before. Those lights on that thing are killer. Bunch of jerseys in there. Thought about getting some cash out and seeing if I couldn't win something, but hey, this guy right here. That probably weighs a ton. I would think that thing weighs a ton. That's sick though. Lights on it are nice. I pulled something like this down from when I pulled that down when I was sick and went to South Carolina from Michigan. That top boom folds down in, and that cart sits in the front, and that all that weight is in one spot, it seems like. That's probably heavy. And that's about it. And there's that thing again. So yeah, we'll see. Super Mario. I was looking for some of these dart games to see if any of them had any if they had any old mirrors, old school mirrors like Guns N' Roses or anything. I would have tried to win one, but I ain't seeing any. There's old Scooter, man. Look at that. That'd be cool if that scooter was lit up when it was pulling down the road. Yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. And the fun houses. I don't know if that one's a fifth wheel. That one might be a bumper pull. But I know that one's a fifth wheel, because I was talking to a gentleman earlier, said that when the sides of that fold down, it keeps on breaking, lights are breaking off and stuff. But I pulled one of these for somebody else when I was in, God, where was I? Georgia. I moved from around Georgia, I think. Yeah, good times. I'll be back. On the show, on the Chad Teagan YouTube channel. Going on. Oh man, just left the room. 302 back there. Ready to walk over to the beach here. It's really not that far of a walk. I'll spin you around maybe and go out this gate. Oh, look at that. There's my truck right down in here. They said, can you fit it? I'm like, I can fit it. Yeah, I fit it. I can move that parking block back too, because it's not hooked. There's spikes sticking out behind it, but I'd pound that bitch down, if you know what I mean. So right over there, you see that little watchtower is the beach. And that's where I'm going to get in the ocean, because I can. And I want to. Sun setting at 5:58. It's 5:40 right now, so I got 18 minutes. I don't need much, man. I just need to get in there, go under, do a little floating, and then I'll get out, go take a shower, and try to find somewhere to go eat. There should be some restaurants here, somewhat close, you'd think. So take advantage of that and do what I gotta do. The only thing that sucks is beer is $4 a freaking $4 a bottle at this little place in front of me. Insanity, huh? That's what I thought. I couldn't believe it, but it's what it is. It's their prices. I mean, it's highway robbery around here. Completely highway robbery. What are you doing? I just don't know where he's going. Who knows? A bunch of guys working on this other building back here. Construction. Probably don't speak no English. A lot of people don't. Around here, it's hard to find somebody who does, to be honest with you. Literally right down from this Hollywood, Florida boardwalk here. And there's the ocean I'm about to get into. Nobody's up in there, but it's all good. That truck is right beyond those tikis. Let's see if we can see some stacks if we walk up here. So that's how close I am to this, which is nice because I'd like to get some sunrise. Hopefully it's not cloudy, but there's a possibility it might be. Let's see if we can get something. Not a well. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There's the truck. And there's that boardwalk that everybody's going down. Biking, walking, running. I have to look up on my phone and see where the restaurants are at, if you know what I mean. But fitting to get in the water here and do some floating. So we'll see you, huh?
Someone else instead of me. Always seem to go the whole way. Then I look at you. And just one look at you. And I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
So there's some belly dancers out there dancing to the moonlight, shaking it. There's a band right down the road here. Got me a Buc-ee's here in a cup, a couple Buc-ee's in the bag. Just got done eating at this restaurant down here, the Boardwalk restaurant. It's pretty good. Had some, I think it was grouper, no, it was snapper. Lemon, something snapper. So I'm gonna walk down here, grab a couple stickers, look for some stuff for my wife, and then I'm going back to get my roller skates because there's people skating down here. Something I haven't done for a while. Figured why not? We got a full moon out. Yeah, waves are crashing. Beautiful weather, 75 degrees all night. Might as well, right? Chad's only gonna live once, so Chad's gonna do it up the best he can. If you don't like it, go chuck yourself. Oh man, look at this poor guy. Doing a SpongeBob jellyfish. Got stuck up here on the sand. Needs to get out. Not gonna touch him. Waiting for the sun to rise here so I can time lapse it, if you know what I mean. Just crashing in. man, what is going on, y'all? I'm back. I know it's been probably 5 or 6 days since I shot anything. I think the last thing I shot was me walking around the church and showing you the carnival that was going on, that I was getting ready to move, and I had to wait for them to tear it down, obviously. That was Sunday night. It's now Friday. I'm in Hollywood Beach at a room. I got a room last night. I also got a room the night before, but that was in Coral Springs because I thought maybe I'd go back and help them, because there was a few issues with the trailers after I was moving them and stuff that I would find, and I just wanted to make sure they were going to get taken care of before they had to tear down and go to the next place. You know, I'm trying to look out for somebody, that way they don't have somebody like me. I kind of know what I'm doing, and I know what to look for and stuff like that. But if you get somebody new that's not going to pay attention too much to shit, just goes to take off in something and you know, goes to hit the brakes and there's a big leak, they don't take care of it right away, that could be an issue. So I hung around for an extra day, you know what I'm saying? I just needed to relax and rest because, man, that was a lot. I was beat, like completely beat, and it was tough, man. It was fun, but at the same time it was extremely stressful because it was 17 miles one way, and there was one way you could take, it was 2 lanes, and then you could go up and get on the turnpike and run that, but I wasn't running the turnpike because I would have had to pay every time out of my pocket for that, and I wasn't going to do that when I could just go another way and that I didn't have to pay for, you know. So I'm gonna walk out to the truck here really quick. Here's my room. I'm in Hollywood, Florida. A little shower here. Not too bad. Super king size bed. I got this for about it was 70 plus tax was 86, and then I had to pay $19 service fee for them, and then I had to pay $34 to $18 for a parking pass to park on their property, which was bullshit, but it's whatever. Because I guess apparently every car does around here, which is ridiculous, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's so other people that don't, you know, the locals just don't park here and shit, they'll tell your stuff away. Anyways, back to the point, it wasn't that bad for me to come down here and be in walking distance from the beach last night, and yesterday I did get in the water. I'm getting ready to go down and hang out on the beach. I'm just gonna take some stuff out to the truck and get it kind of ready. That way I need to check out at 11. I can just get in the truck and stroll out. It's 8:36 right now. Went down and shot sunrise for my wife because I always do that for her. She appreciates that. So I try to do what I can for her since she's not here with me, and you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just hung around for an extra day even though I didn't need to, and I just needed freaking rest, dude. Like in a bed. I was sleeping in the truck. I was giving myself horse baths with water jugs I had and whatnot, and I on the catwalk and shit, and just doing what I got to do because I was gross, sweaty, and nasty, oily. I was up and down under trailers, messing with shit here and there. It's stressful, but I mean, I got the job done, and I'm done, and nobody got hurt, and nothing happened. There was a couple times where I went and picked up some tree trimmers because I was spotting a trailer and I was running right into a tree, and I mean, it was like smack dab right there in the center. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna stop the Home Depot on my way through, and next time I come back, I'm going to look like I'm unlocking the door, if you know what I mean. I'm going to trim these trees up, that way nobody has to worry about this crap, because I don't want to be hitting stuff, and I don't want to be tearing my shit up. Let alone a lot of those Carnival rides, their lights were some of them were above 13.6, it seemed like. So if you were going under the trees in that area, you're taking out lights and stuff. And I told the first load I ran over there, I went and said something to him, and I'm like, hey dude, you know, if you got anything over 13.6, you're going to be taking stuff out. And he's like, nah, we don't have anything over 13.6. We don't have to have any permits or anything. And I'm like, but that doesn't mean that some of these rides don't stick up above 13.6. So, you know, it was just one of them situations. But I mean, I was straight beat, dude. I was exhausted. Had to take a random while I was down here, and that's why I wanted to try to get home so I could get that taken care of. But I just ended up doing it down here, and when I did, the dude's like, yeah, you look like you're dehydrated and you need some water, bud. And I'm like, dude, I just chugged a huge bottle of water before I came and stuff, but apparently it wasn't enough. So you'll have that, and that's trucking, man. But it's, weather's been really nice, upper 70s, 80s. So today it's supposed to be 80 something. I'm gonna go and hang out on the beach and try to get me a little bit of color before I'll probably head north. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. I mean, I'll sleep in the truck tonight. If I can find somewhere around here that's like a public area that has like a shower, that would be perfect, because I would just park the truck close to there, Walmart's or whatever, you know what I'm saying, back one of them places, and just use that for a shower. But I mean, worst case scenario, I go up to Fort Pierce, I hang out at the truck stop, and then Sunday I'll bobtail back down to West Palm Beach and get the trailer I need to take over to Tampa. And then I'm looking for a load going north, because today's marking 3 weeks that I've been gone away from my wife, and I'm missing her and she's missing me. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't shoot any of the Carnival stuff. It was hectic at times. It was the traffic was extremely horrible. There was times 17 miles took me 45 minutes on a decent night when there was no traffic. During the day at 3 to 5, it was almost 2 hours, hour 45 minutes it seemed like it'd take. And then, you know, noonish and stuff like that, it'd probably take maybe an hour, hour 15, just depending. But man, I've seen more cops, ambulances, fire trucks, things like that since I've been down here that I've ever seen in my life going to on calls and stuff, and that's just insane. So, you know, I was just flabbergasted and blown away by the amount of calls and shit like that were going on. I just couldn't believe it. But I mean, that's what it is. I did get the truck washed yesterday because it was super nasty. Bent the tip of one of the stacks on the passenger side down. It was straight down, but yesterday when I took the truck to I'm down in Fort Lauderdale. There's a car wash where I could get the truck under the bay. So I washed it yesterday, and then I just pulled it around, because I mean, it's so tight in those places. I could like spray it down, but I couldn't really do much, and the degreaser doesn't work, the pre-soap doesn't work, shit like that. And I'm just like, eh. And I had washed it over in Fort Myers, but then I had ran through some rain, or when they were watering the lawns at night, you know what I'm saying, all that water would be in the middle of the road, and it'd just kick up, and just from the road grime and shit like that, my truck got dirty again. But I was able to wash it yesterday, and I was out there sitting there giving it a nice detail, and some gentleman started talking to me. He's like, oh man, what year is that? I love that truck, blah blah. I'm like, it's 83, and you know what I'm saying. Then you go through the spiel, check out my other truck, this and that. Here's my YouTube picture, so and so. So it's, you know, just one of those situations where you do what you got to do, and it's cool to, you know, I meet a bunch of different people, talk to a bunch of different people, deal with a bunch of different people. I sit there, and one guy's like, hey man, how long you been doing Carnival rides? And I told him, you know what I'm saying, it's like, well, I've been, you know, pulling shit this long, but I just started doing these, and you know, when I got my authority, blah blah blah. I think the first one was right after 4th of July. I think that's the very first one I pulled for Colton, and then worked for him for a while up there. And then once I started migrating down south, and got hooked up with the guy when I pulled the scooter for my cousin. And I'm gonna say that because his mother, maiden name is Keegan, and we got a hold of a gentleman, and I got a hold of my aunt, because I didn't realize that until last Friday night. But I got a hold of my aunt, and she started going through the list, and then we talked to a guy that knows all about the family history and tree, and when they migrated over and stuff like that. So we sit there and talked to him for a while, and you know, did all that stuff. So we figured it out, you know, that we're probably like second or third cousins maybe, because our apparently there was a guy that had like 12 kids, and they probably had kids. So, and they're all from the same, they came over at the same time and stuff like that. So this is Kim's goodie bag, and I got her something yesterday that I'm gonna stick up in there. That way I keep everything together for her. This is Kim's goodie bag of stuff that I've gotten for her since I've been down here. Little souvenirs, gifts, etc. Hopefully nothing gets broken or damaged or anything like that. It's my plan, I'm hoping. So I try to keep it up there in a safe place, all the way tucked in the corner where nothing's gonna mess with it, if you know what I mean. That way when I get back, I can give her some souvenirs. I'd rather her be here with me, that way she could get the stuff herself if she wanted it. But you know, if I get her something and she says she wants something, the place is like, oh, you gotta spend this much money, I'm gonna spend that much money, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna get her a bunch of random stuff. So it's something I do for her just to make sure she knows that I love her and I care about her. You know, even though it's a little knick-knack paddywhack shit that really don't matter too much. Alrighty. I've got too much crap, but you never know what you're gonna need, so I'd rather have too much than not enough. A bunch of bags, that way if I need a bag for something, when I go to the beach and stuff, I like to take a bag in, and we'll use a Dollar Tree bag today. Take my bag and stick it in a bag, that way it doesn't get covered in sand, especially if I don't have a chair or something and I'm just going down there real quick just to jump in and stuff, and you know, get wet a little bit there. So try to be conservative and smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? What the fuck is this guy doing? Oh, aren't these a floor sweeper? Yeah, got a street sweeper out here. Getting loud, noisy. Fucking clean up that paint out there, man. So yeah, I'm not far from the beach at all. I got a couple stickers here that I'm gonna put on the seat over here real quick. And then I'm going to bring my other bag out, do that kind of stuff, get everything pretty much ready to where I can just come back, take a shower, and then bail when I want to, because I got to check out at 11. Because I looked at the prices last night. I walked down the beach to this restaurant that's supposed to be pretty good, and get down there, eat, and then while I was there, I'm like, oh, this place is cool. It's kind of, it's a cool area because of this boardwalk. So I'm like, yeah, I could do this another night if I could. And then I looked at the prices and I was like, no, thank you. I'll sleep in a truck somewhere. I'm not paying that. It went from 76 plus all that stuff. We'll say 130, if that, 130, not even, to 176. And then some of the rooms are even more, and I'm like, fuck that. So let's see what we got here. My coolant jugs, I'm gonna end up filling these up here because there's a garden hose. So I should do that now before I go down the beach. But yeah, let's get you set up over here. Put you right here or something. Get you hooked up on this. Right like this. Got people walking by. Nobody messes with this truck. It's awesome. So I got bam, this I'm probably gonna end up sticking on the front, or I might even stick it on my side box. And then I've got a little one here that I'm gonna put up probably somewhere like this, right under here. I've got room in the back there, some room in the back. Let's see, bar of soap here, because there's no facilities whatsoever when I was doing those moves. Yeah, I could probably tuck that down around, or I could just trim the thing, trim it down, cut it down, set it like that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll trim it down really quick. I got some scissors in here. Nowhere to wash your hands. They took the porta-johns the very first day from the fairgrounds, so we didn't even have those. I can't even find my scissors. I don't even know where they're at. I wonder if they're in my side box. I used them for something. I had to do something with them. But, oh well. Yep, so that's what's going on today. I'll catch back up with you, man. It was I'm basically sitting down here until Sunday, until I move that thing up to Tampa from West Palm Beach. So I've got to find somewhere comfortable that I could stay that's cool. If not, I'll just head back up to the truck stop. I know I'm just rambling now, so I'll get off here because I'm sure you want to see you know, trucking and not this BS. Well, I'm up in West Palm Beach and I'm pissed because I just pulled into this La Quinta. I had gotten room when I was down in Holiday up here because I got to get the trailer tomorrow, or Sunday. She said it'd be ready at 5:30 in the afternoon, and I got to take it over to Tampa from West Palm Beach from the fairs, take it over to another fair. So I get a room here because that other place is only a few miles down the road, and she told me if I wanted to pull in early tomorrow I could. So I pull into this place, I back in nice, I go to check in. These people in here tell me that I can't park my truck right here between these lines, that I have to go park over in a corner where I can't see my truck, and because this isn't allowed for some odd reason, but yet this white truck right here is sticking out way farther than this thing. So I don't understand. Look at all the room you got here between both of these, but yet I can't park my truck here. I don't understand. I've never had a problem once in my life, everywhere that I've been with this truck, someone telling me I can't park my truck in a parking lot or the driveway. And I'm parked in way tighter spots than this. I can maneuver this thing like anybody believes. Fucking people in there don't have a clue, man. So I told them, I said, well, give me my money back because I'm not leaving my truck where I can't see it. And they're like, no, you got to park over there in some dirty ass fucking mud hole. I'm like, fuck that. There's a JB Hunt trailer sitting over there. You think I want somebody driving for JB Hunt pulling up next to my shit and hitting my truck trying to back up or something like that? Fuck that, man. I just told them, give me my money, I'll go somewhere else. You won't get my business, you'll get a bad review. So I just left them a couple shitty reviews online. Now I'm gonna take off and run over to the gas station. Maybe I gotta find somewhere else. I'm just irritated. I'm not even gonna say nothing to Kim until later because it's too early in the day to be starting with this stuff. So it's 5:21, we'll see what I can find, if you know what I mean. It's fucking dumb. Surprised nobody's come out and told me that I need to leave. I was gonna tell them, eat a dick. Look, you can eat a dick. I'll sit out here for as long as I want to. Idiots. Bullshit. They're like, oh, well, we charged your card, but it's not gonna go back on your card until we took your money now, and maybe you'll get it by Tuesday. Fucking bullshit. I should have told them, give me fucking cash. So irritating. Fuck Florida. That's how I feel right now. Or at least this place in West Palm Beach. What's up, y'all? Well, I'm back in somewhat of a better mood. If you look right outside, you can see the truck, and that's what I'm talking about. Pretty much after that whole debacle with La Quanta, I sat out in their parking lot until I found another room, and there was one right across the street of a place that these are pretty much like brand new facility. I guess the lady said at the front desk this had only been built for a year. It was something else, then they changed it into this. Super nice. Whirlpool countertop here, big huge microwave, full-size fridge. Whirlpool also. No ice or nothing like that nasty. So big huge sink for you to do stuff, cabinets, all kinds of room you need. Now bathroom was decent, clean. There were some hairs in the shower, which I turned the shower head on and cleaned out before I ever got in or anything like that. Gerber toilet, so pretty decent. Floor's nice, wasn't too nasty or grimy, but I walk around with my Crocs on anyways. The only thing I didn't like about this place, or I had any complaints about, is the walls seemed to be paper thin, and it sounded like there was two elephants upstairs doing it last night, and they were doing it for a long time. I got woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning because of it just slam and sound like something was grinding up against the wall, just bam, bam. So that's the only thing I've got to bitch about, and it probably was this bed frame. This metal bed frame was probably hitting that wall. So that's about the only thing I got to complain about here, but I really don't like to complain at all. I'm just voicing an opinion, and some people might think, oh, he bitches too much. No, I'm just expressing myself and voicing an opinion, which you should be able to do. It's, you know what I mean? The things people bitch about these days are nothing compared to what I bitch about. I bitch about real deal fucking facts and shit that goes on in life. But yeah, I never want to be treated different because I drive a semi. I never want to be treated, you know what I'm saying, less than somebody because of what I do or the vehicle I have. That thing is an antique, and I don't think those people understood that. So I'm gonna go off and voice my opinion, and if someone pisses me off, I'm gonna let them know, and I use choice words. I don't hold back, you know that, because when I'm doing my videos and stuff, I cuss, and if someone pisses me off, guess what? They're gonna hear every fluent, flavorful color I got to spew if I'm in that mood. And yesterday I was in that mood because somebody was blocking the drive for me to go in, and I tried to move up, and they had plenty of space to pull forward, and they wouldn't, and I even wailed on the horn one time, and I was hot before I ever walked in that place, and then that lady bitching at me, telling me, you can't park that here, with an attitude, not having it. So yeah, this place was super nice, and it was cheaper. Besides that, you know what I mean, you'll have that. That was a Friday night. What do you expect? So it's whatever. I gotta go check out, and then I'm headed to the Tampa or West Palm Beach Fairgrounds. So I'll catch you back up with you when I get over there, and we'll maybe do some walking around and stuff.